Today, we're going to talk about the MTN Ghana Foundation Bright Scholarship, which is currently open. Okay, so the MTN Ghana Foundation Bright Scholarship, we gave you an update on it the time that a lot of people were bringing out information that it's open. Okay, we told you that it wasn't yet open, but yes, now we've confirmed that it is open and the deadline is on. So today we're going to dive into the application process. We're going to know what has been added and what has been changed. But if the process is still the same, it will be worth listening to every single thing so you do not make any mistakes. And in this particular video, we're going to add the scholarship that's available for teachers who are pursuing undergraduate courses. Okay, and so stick to this particular video and watch it till the end. If you know anyone who may benefit from the MTN Ghana Foundation Bright Scholarship, make sure that you forward this video to them. And if you're new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe and also share it to your class group so they can subscribe as well. Because at the end of the day, G.W.O, we do not just talk about scholarship opportunities, we take it a step further to talk about some of the documents you would need in your lifetime. So make sure that you subscribe. So moving through everything here on the page, we just want you to know that we may have covered these in some of the other videos. Okay, simply put, MTN Ghana Foundation Scholarship is here to support students, okay, especially Ghanaian students to attain higher academic heights. So let's look at the level of field of study. Now, the scholarship is designed for year one undergraduate students and continuing education students at any public higher institution in Ghana. And then the applicant must be pursuing any course of choice. So you can be a continuing student, you can be a first year student, and you can also be attaining any course of your choice. Okay, good. And the key thing is that you must be at any public higher institution in Ghana. So let's look at the eligible nationality. Okay, so first of all, you must be a Ghanaian, okay, and you must be from one of the 16 regions of Ghana, and that is the only thing that shows that you are eligible, or that's one of the criteria you must meet in order to be eligible. Now, the scholarship benefits, as I stated earlier, it will cover tuition, accommodation, research devices, and stipends for reading materials. Okay, so let's go deeper into the eligibility criteria or the scholarship reloaded requirements. Okay, so first of all, you must be a first year or continuing student pursuing a first degree at any Ghanaian public tertiary institution or pursuing vocational and technical skills training, and you must be Ghanaian, brilliant but needy, and you must be of good conduct, hardworking, and have excellent academic results. Being involved in extracurricular activity as a continuing student is a plus. And we have done a video on how to balance education with extracurricular activities because we admit that it's not easy to get that balance. Meanwhile, extracurricular activities are one of the most important things that awarding organizations look at. So in the comment section, you've seen that I've pinned one of such videos. So make sure that you watch it. Now, you must be proven to be without any academic disciplinary issues and must not be serving a bond to be of good behavior. So those of you who have bonds, Nana, you are not eligible for this. So the application process is something that we'll be going through deeply. So don't worry, but just note that priority will be given to persons pursuing courses in ICT, computer science, engineering, or any of the STEM courses. Now, this is to tell you that if you are pursuing some of these courses, you have a higher chance of winning, so apply. And that also does not mean that if you do not pursue these courses, don't apply. You can apply. Okay. Now, another important thing is that application is absolutely free. Don't let anyone lie to you that they can give you the scholarship by applying on your behalf and that you need to pay some money. No. And that's the reason why here at G.W, we try to bridge that thing, or we try to cancel that thing by giving you authentic information all for free. All you need to do is watch and apply. Simple as that. So as I stated, The deadline is on the 31st of May 2026. Okay, good. Now, this is the application process. Okay, the application process is in two categories. Okay, the first is the online application, where you submit an online application indicating that you are applying for the scholarship. And the second is where you download the application form. And also, there's another form you need to download, which is the consent form. Okay, so once you download these forms, print them out and fill them, you would have different places where you can submit these forms. For instance, for the application form, you'd be submitting it via email with the one page letter. Okay, we'll talk about that. And for the consent form, you will be submitting it on the online portal. I do agree that if you come down here, you're going to see about 4 steps, okay, that will tell you how to get your portal details and how to do all those things. But the most important step, as far as making prior applications for the scholarship is concerned, is simply step one. Okay, so that's what we're going to focus on. The other 3 steps, don't bother your head about it. Now, in a few seconds, I'm going to teach you how to actually apply. So follow those steps. Don't pay much attention to these ones because they are quite confusing. Okay, so good. Now, when you reach this portal or when you reach this website, simply locate this one, this step one, step two thing after you have downloaded the application form and the consent form. Okay, we will look at what all these forms contain. Okay, good. So once you have downloaded them, then you come to step one, then click this hyperlink, and the hyperlink is a sign up or register hyperlink. So when you click it, you would come to a page like this. Okay, now this is the online application form. So for this online application form, you need to put in your personal information, guardian information, educational information, and supporting documents. Now, if you are not able to fill this online application form and submit it, your total application will not even be considered. So this is very important. Okay, good. So I'm going to fill my personal information, which includes first name and middle name, last name, email, phone, date of birth, gender, marital status, employment status, and selected nationality. Then I come to residence. So I talk about that, then hometown, that I indicate whether I have any disability, and then I click next. Okay, fantastic. So let's do that. Now, the next part is where you fill in the information about your guardian. Okay, so your guardian full name, guardian email, phone, guardian address, and all the important things. Then you click next. Now, this is where you put in the educational information. Please pay attention. Okay, now this is a very critical part. Good. So, the first thing is you have to put the name of your institution. Then you enter the program. Okay, good. Then in this box, okay, you will put in the date you are completing. Okay, so assuming it's 2029, you put 2029 there. So it shows that, okay, you are completing in 2020 what? 2029. Good. Then the scholarship type. So you click here. Oh, sorry. You click the scholarship type. Okay. Then you select Bright Scholarship 26 student. Okay, Bright Scholarship 26 students. That is if you were a student. Now you remember that initially I said that we in this video we're going to add another scholarship for teachers. And before we end this video, I'll read the eligibility criteria for the teachers as well. Okay, but then if you want to apply as a teacher who is currently attaining an undergraduate course, you can. So you click Bright Scholarship Teachers. Okay, that's if you're a teacher. But if you're a student, you click Bright Scholarship Students. So this is a very important part, okay? You put in the name of the institution. Then you enter your program. In this box, you put in the date you are finishing, okay, or completing. And then the scholarship type, okay. Now, this is the most important part. Pay attention to this. The certificate type, okay, good. Then you click next to the supporting documents page. Good. Now, over here, the most important thing is you need to upload a photo, and this photo is your passport photo, okay? Then the MTN Ghana beneficiary consent form. You remember I told you that you need to download and fill in a consent form. Mind you, when you download the consent form, I'll show you where it is again because we'll be going through. When you download the consent form, you need to print it out. Once you print it out, then you fill it with a pen and a with a pen. Then you scan it. When you scan it, save it on your phone and then you upload it. Then your transcripts file too, you upload it. WASI results, you upload it. Admission or acceptance letter, you upload it, and testimonial too, you upload it. Okay. Now, all these things are here. You just enter the captcha, the letters and numbers you see here. Then you submit. Now you notice that there is no space, okay, to submit the application form they told you to fill and download, okay. And for the teachers, there's no place for you to put in your CV. That is why we are saying that when you are done with this entire process, then you submit the application form, okay, your one page letter demonstrating why you deserve the scholarship. Okay, and for teachers, you add your CV, then you submit it to their email. Do you understand? So let's go back. Let's go back a bit. Good. So you see this application form, the download application form and download consent form. This is the consent form they were asking for. So let's do that one first. So first of all, you download the consent form by clicking that blue button there. You see it's downloading. So this is the beneficiary consent form. Okay. So you can see all the important details here. The reason why they are collecting it, the consent declaration. So it's more or less like you grant the MTN and its affiliates an authorization to do what? To review your information and display what. So everything is here. Okay, read it too. Read it. Good. The acknowledgement, blah, blah, blah. So with this consent form, you have to write your full name. So when you download it, you write your full name, okay, your contact, the full information, the email to the folder, then you confirm your age, then you sign, then the date. Then your guardian too would have to write it there, okay, especially for participants under 18. That's if you're under 18. Your guardians would have to also fill in the information here. And then when they are done, they submit it on the portal. You remember the portal that we opened? Good. So let's go back. Good. So we are back again. Okay. So that is what the consent form is about. And there is space to submit the consent form once you go into the online portal. Now look at the application form. It's also different. This is the application form. Good. So you need to click here like this to download the application form. So you open. So this is the application form. This one too, you need to download it. Okay, you need to download it. So as you can see, all the important information here. The ambiguity is that they tell you to submit it via the online portal, okay, but there's no space for that on their portal. So you have to submit it through their email, and their email is MTN Ghana Foundation at mtn.com. Okay, so that is it. So the name, your name, every important information here. Then you attach, this is the important part. So when you are submitting the letter to them, I mean the application form to them. This is the application form. When you're submitting it to their email, okay, you need to attach a one-page letter of motivation. Okay, and it's more or less like your reason for applying for the MTN Foundation scholarship and why you think you should be awarded. Okay, so they've told you what you should touch on, like your educational and professional goals. Then you attach all these things, okay, and then a stamped transcript. I mean, the most important things are there. Then you submit it and also attach an evidence of Ghanaian citizenship. So it could be your Ghana card, your birth cert. Then you send it. Okay, you send it to their email. And if you're a teacher, you would have to do what? You'd have to add your CV to it. Do you understand? So that is how to apply. So let's wrap up by going through the application process again. So the first thing is you would apply via the online portal. Let's go back. First thing is you'd apply via the online portal. And by online portal, you'd have to click here. But before you do that, make sure that you have downloaded your consent form and filled it. So when you are done, then you download your application form. When you fill your application form as a student, you add your motivation letter to it. Then you maybe write something small in their email, okay, about yourself, and that below are your documents. Then you submit it. If you're a teacher, you add your CV and then you are done. Then you make sure that you submit it to what their email, and I've told you what their email is already. And it's MTN Ghana Foundation at mtn.com. Good. And then you are good to go. So that is all about the MTN Ghana Foundation scholarship. If you just submit the online application thinking that, oh, or they will send you the password as they do, I mean, for all the years we've guided people, all the people who never sent an email of the application form, they never got any call back. Okay, so follow the steps we have shown you and be sure that you would stand a chance of winning the scholarship. If you have any questions, let us know in the comment section. I will be here to guide you. See you in the next video. Bye.